Very good evening to everyone who has started coming in. Welcome, all of you. So happy to see you here. A wonderful evening, a relaxed evening, a Saturday evening. Great. Okay, so perfect. Okay, so once again, a wonderful evening to all of you. And I think so, you all are having a wonderful time. This is a long weekend in India. And to all my friends who are visiting from abroad, yes, definitely it's a beautiful weekend, Saturday and Sunday. But in India, we had a long weekend because of the wonderful festival, the Shera, and we celebrated it better than last year. Last year, we were like locked up in our houses, but this time we will be moving outside, so it was more, little more joyful for, especially for the children, that they can move out of the house. So a very little. Okay, and then the meaning of the Shera is like finding out. I take it like this, to find out my shortcomings and then how I will cross over those shortcomings. Now I try to see that the figure of Ravana, which has been depicted in Ramayana, and explain that he did something wrong and he was killed by Rama for the well-being of everybody, or he did something wrong. So I try to find out that Ravana in me, the shortcomings within myself, and then how I can overcome them. That is my practice, what I do it on the Shera. And I would like all of you also to, try doing it. I would not say just do it because I am saying it. You need to experiment with it and try doing it and see, what are your shortcomings. Write them down. It might be, you're scared of something. It might be that you're feeling a bit anxious about something. It might be that you want to make more friends. Why? It's like, those shortcomings needs to be overpowered by your own self. You need to kill your the feelings which are holding you down. You need to push those feelings which will make you fly. How's that? So I am spending my this whole weekend, the Shera weekend, doing this for myself for the coming few months. That what is that which holds me to do something plus, and what is holding me back not to do those things, so that I can kill them. I can, use my nice bow and arrow to just shoot on them and be free. Isn't it a nice idea? If you like it, just experiment with it. Okay, so that is one thing. And then what you do is, today what we're going to do is, we're going to do a small, again, an art activity, which is good for the children as well as for the parents and the adults. Something which I decided for myself is that I need to be happy and joyous, and my value of success, or my value of, contentment to myself is like how happy I am from today. Yes, this is something, which I have learned from my mentor, I would say, from Sadhguru. Yes, he explained it so well, that measure every day, give yourself the possibility of measuring your success to be more alive in this life. It's like how joyous you are today. Is it increased by 0.1% than yesterday? Is it increased by 0.5% than yesterday, or is it increased by many? How you are you? But it should increase. If it has started decreasing and you are less joyful than yesterday, something wrong is there, but we need to take care of it. We need to see. We need to go back and discover within self what is that. So, what I'll be doing today, I have made myself this. I have made my targets, and I have to make this. I'll make my, the kids too. We recommend for the kids those star charts. कि आपने अच्छा किया तो आप उसमें एक स्टार देंगे, फिर एक स्टार देंगे, फिर एक स्टार देंगे. तो ऐसे ही मैंने अपने लिए एक स्टार चार्ट क्रिएट किया है कि मैं रोज अपने आप को देखूंगी कि क्या मैं कल से खुश हूं या नहीं हूं, और कितनी खुश हूं. अगर किसी भी दिन मुझे अगर ऐसा महसूस हुआ कि मैं आज थोड़ा कम खुश हूं, तो ये मेरे लिए एक वार्निंग साइन होगा कि मैं देखूं कि मैं अपने लिए कितनी अलाइव हूं, कितनी अवेयरनेस से जिंदगी जी रही हूं, या मुझे क्या करना चाहिए, क्योंकि लाइफ इज सो स्मॉल. और अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम भी है, अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम भी है, तो वो मेरे ना खुश होने से तो सॉल्व नहीं होती, फॉर श्योर। है ना? आप लोगों ने भी कब महसूस किया होगा, व्हेन यू आर नॉट हैप्पी, यू आर नॉट एबल टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम एट लीस्ट। In fact, when you accept it and you're, at your calm space, you're able to look for a solution for it, right? So, with this, we're gonna draw something, an affirmation for an affirmation for ourselves, like be happy. But this, I always use art as my base, so I'll draw a beautiful composition here, which children can draw, the adults can draw. I'm repeating, anybody can draw, and it is very cute, and I'm sure you're gonna love it and enjoy it while doing it. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to shift my camera towards the board and where I'm going to draw towards my easel, and then we can just go forward. See you there. Now here I go. Okay, great. I'm going to shift my easel a little bit further so that you people can see properly. Yes, there I go. Okay. Uh, yes. So I'm going to start with. So this is my sheet on which I'm going to draw. So I'm just making a oval here. I think so everybody can just draw a freehand oval. Yes, you all can draw a freehand oval. Just want to tell you I'm using a permanent marker. And why am I using a permanent marker? This is a simple marker from Ronito, not very expensive marker. You get it in any stationery shop. And I want to use a permanent marker because when I use the watercolor effect, it doesn't smudge spread. But when I use a simple sketch pen, it spreads with the water. So that's why just if you can just grab a 20-25 rupee a permanent marker, it would be nice for you. So I made this oval. Then in the center of this, I just made a little curved lines here. Yes, not very difficult, no? Okay. I don't know how many people are able to guess what we are making. Okay, soon you will know. No, not to worry at all. Okay, and then I would do a small eye, and I will have a nice leaf-like shape like this. I always say when you ever have to make a shape, whenever you see something, identify with the basic shape you know. Like for example, for the children or even for the adults, I would say. I just say कि जब भी ऐसा कोई shape हमें बनाना होता है, हम U shape को याद करती हूँ मैं और उसको 2 points mark कर लेती हूँ. When I mark these 2 points, I just start from there, flare my U up, and then come back and join this point. So I get this kind of a curve. Here I go. So I have these 2 wings. Then I love to make my creatures bit serious and funny too at the same time. Now you can identify what I have made, isn't it? Yes? Yes, it's a bee. And I'm just drawing two dotted line, creating a pathway for her. I'll do some lines here for the wings. I know always love adding up small doodles here and there. Right? So that's my B. And then I would say I want to be happy. Write the way you feel like. I'm writing in this way. Might be you want to put another way out. Just use your handwriting. That's perfectly fine. If you want to try my way, you can do this way also. I'm just using a simple cursive writing and doubling the lines. Okay? Wasn't it very simple? I'm trying to start with my all the things here in a very simple way because I want to break that barrier which everybody feels that they cannot draw, how to do in an art journal, what I want to write, I cannot write. So breaking that barrier here, I just want to make very, very simple things. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. If you still feel that they're a bit difficult for you, just do let me know. I'll break them down into the further steps so that they become easy. So when you're drawing this, you're telling yourself that I have to be happy. And that's the only way to be, isn't it? Don't you think so? How many agree with me? Tell me. I I know most of you will agree to this. Now this is my permanent marker. I'll start coloring my bee in the. Have just taken one color, which is a light peachish color. See, that's why I was telling to take this permanent marker because it helps you to save the outline the way you want. So I'm making a little mix of peach and yellow here. If you want to do it with the crayons, you can also do it with the crayons. Maybe I'll show you. I'll do it with the one part with the crayon and show it to you. One thing I would like to share here with you, whenever you're moving your brushes, just move very freely, like you move your pencil. Don't be scared. No, the fun is all experimenting with the idea, and this is something which you're drawing for yourself, and you don't have to prove this to somebody that okay, see how nice I can draw. How I always love this. There was a quote from somebody. I'll share it with you here. They used to say, "Ki all my childhood, I've been taught that I have to color within my black lines." Right? That is what we share with our children. Please, your color should not come out of the black line. And when that child grows up, he asks, all the life I have done the coloring within the line. Now, how can you expect me to think out of the box? Because always I have given a frame where I need to move it. Now, my parents are asking me that, okay, I have to move out of the frame. So I say, whenever you're coloring, don't restrict yourself in the frame. I'll show you what I'm meant to say. You know, if you're coloring and the color comes out also of your black line, that's perfectly fine. What is more important is you're enjoying doing that. So just stay with it. वो जो एक प्री कंसीव्ड आइडियाज है ना हमारे हेड में कि पेंटिंग तो यही वाली अच्छी होती है और ये वाली नहीं अच्छी होती है आई वुड मेक अ रिक्वेस्ट कि कुछ दिन ना बिना किसी कंसीव्ड आइडियाज के बगैर ट्राई करके देखिए जस्ट एंजॉय डूइंग इट एंड सी कैसा आता है अपने उस टाइम में जो आपका मन कह रहा है ना उसको ट्राई करिए मेरा मन कह रहा है मैं थोड़ा सा ऑरेंज लगाऊं यहाँ पता नहीं क्यों कह रहा है पर कह रहा है तो मैंने उसको सुना And whenever you'll see me doing here, आपको लगेगा कि हाँ, I'm not very bothered about कि ऐसे होना चाहिए लाइन को, यही होना चाहिए, यही तरीका है करने का। नहीं, मैं कहती हूँ आपको अपना तरीका ढूंढना है कि आपको कौन सा अच्छा लगता है, आप वैसे करो। there there's a very nice quote from Vasily Kandinsky, if you've heard of this artist name. He was the first artist who introduced the spirituality concept along with the art. And he says there is no must in art. And I think so we all should remember that there is no must in art. Art is free. You are free to do it the way you want to do it. So I'm just coloring my alphabets also. In case if you don't want to use a black outline, if you find it dark, you want to experiment with a different color sketch pens the outline, you can even do that. मैं सिर्फ यहाँ पर एक ड्राइंग बना रही हूँ ताकि फैसिलिटेट कर रही हूँ कि आपको आइडिया मिल जाए. इट इज नॉट मैंडेटरी कि मैं जो बना रही हूँ वही सही है और आपको भी वैसा ही बनाना है. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है. प्लीज आप एक्सपेरिमेंट करिए एंड आई वुड लव टू सी व्हाट यू डू. What are you making? That will give me a lot of encouragement, I would say. And definitely, if you want me to perceive or interpret your artwork, I can do that also. So it can be both ways. And आर्ट जब आप बनाते हो ना, तो क्या होता है, जिंदगी में आदमी ना रिस्क लेते हुए डरता है. यू आर स्केयर ऑफ टेकिंग द रिस्क. So that's okay. But in your paper, when you are drawing, you can take any kind of risk. So धीरे धीरे आप जरूर उसको एक्सपेरिमेंट करो. डरो नहीं किसी भी चीज से. सबसे ज्यादा हमारा जो डर होता है ना, दूसरे क्या कहेंगे, व्हाट विल पीपल से. मुझे तो आर्ट बनानी ही नहीं आती है, लोग मेरी आर्ट को देखेंगे तो क्या कहेंगे. आई हैव बीन थ्रू दैट फेज ऑल्सो इन माई लाइफ, आई टेल यू. Because in my school, no one, my teacher would not appreciate the way I used to do it, because I always had a very different mindset. मुझे कलरिंग अपने तरह के तरीके से करनी पसंद आती थी और टीचर को वो नहीं पसंद आती थी क्योंकि मैं उनके मुताबिक नहीं करती थी. तो आई फेल्ट कि मैंने उस हिसाब से वो आर्ट करनी एक टाइम ऑफ लाइफ में तो अपने छोड़ ही दी थी, कि मैं करती ही नहीं थी क्योंकि मुझे लगने लगा था कि मैं तो बहुत सुंदर करती ही नहीं हूँ. और ठीक है बना लेती हूँ एंड देन आई एम नॉट एबल टू कलर प्रॉपर्ली, तो वो अच्छी नहीं बनती है. और सो बट when I came to my profession as a textile artist, I've learned so many things in the sense कि yes, there is no limit. आप कुछ भी experiment करो. It gave me different vision now. What is art? Art is not what you dictate to people. Art is something what comes from within. I always quote a very good example. हम जब करते हैं ना, अगर हमको पत्ते दिख जाए तो we always say we need to color this leaf green because leaves are green. I welcome you all one day to walk through the nature and collect the leaves. Collect almost 20 leaves. Bring them and stick them on a piece of paper. And then see. Study the colors, what are there. Then you will have an idea what I'm saying. Leaf is not green. You will find all the colors in the leaf. Just to share with you, when I'm doing this, I am not using any of the very expensive materials. I'm using this brush which is very simple, which is a normal company Camelin brush, which is not very expensive. आई एम नॉट यूजिंग एनी इम्पोर्टेड ब्रश की जिसकी टिप बहुत अच्छी होती है या वैसा होता है, आप वो ब्रश कोई भी अपने लिए ले सकते हैं। द आइडिया इज कि आपको अपने आप को होल्ड नहीं करना है। और जो मैं ये वाटर कलर्स यूज कर रही हूँ, ये वाटर कलर्स भी मैं अभी राइट नाउ मैं कोई बहुत हाईटेक वाटर कलर्स नहीं यूज कर रही हूँ, मैं सिंपल डॉम्स के कलर पैलेट आता है उसको यूज कर रही हूँ। So one thing which I love is to play with my oil pastels after my watercoloring effect. So this is my watercoloring effect, and then I would like to give the texture to my bee with my crayon. It gives you a very nice texture when on the watercolor you use your crayon here and there. If you are interested, we will be doing a small class on the using of the oil pastels, which is very interesting class where we experiment how we can use oil pastels in various forms. So let me know if you would like to join that class. I'll share the links with you. You can write to us, in case if you want to. Okay. Even in my alphabet, just I just want to sometimes add on a little shade of different colors of the oil pastels. So I pick up a little contrasting colors to get the effect. And then at the background, if you wish to play with some effect, you want to give a little background effect to it. I just do it with the oil pastels. You can too do it with the oil pastels. See, with the oil pastels, you can really play depending on the amount of the pressure you are putting on your hand. So you get the texture of the oil pastel depending upon the pressure. And the beauty is you can merge also. Here I don't want to merge, but I'll show you how do I merge three different colors. And they give a very nice look. अब क्या है when जब मैं ये आर्ट बना रही हूँ, there must be a question with somebody कि इनको इसको बनाने से क्या होगा, मतलब आप इतना क्लेम कर रहे हो. The thing is कि हमारे अंदर जो भी कोई आइडिया होता है and the way we want to develop ourselves, this is something which I really want कि I want to be happy. So I have spent 20 minutes creating this artwork, which is by which I'm giving myself this idea. Yes, this is the idea where which मैं जिसको उसको एनर्जी देना चाहती हूँ. आप जैसा थॉट प्रोसेस अपने को देते हैं ना, आपकी एनर्जी वहाँ फ्लो करने लगती है. दिस इज अ नॉर्मल प्रोसेस, नॉर्मल तरीका है लाइफ का. तो जब हम ऐसी ड्राइंग करते हैं और हम उसके संग थोड़ा सा टाइम स्पेंड कर रहे हैं और फिर हम अपने आप को ये फीलिंग दे रहे हैं, यस आई वांट टू बी हैप्पी, आई एम क्रिएटिंग द आर्ट वर्क फीलिंग दैट ओके आई जस्ट वांट टू बी हैप्पी एंड see how I have to work on more of the ideas which can help me to be more happy. So this is something you can, if you can even write down. अच्छा अभी इसको ना मैं करने के बाद मैं थोड़ा सा वाइट से कर रही हूँ बिकॉज मुझे अच्छा लगता है कि थोड़ा सा, और जब तक मन करे ना आपको तब तक आप इस आर्ट वर्क के ऊपर काम कर सकते हो बिकॉज दिस इज affirming my thought process. Yes, one thing I love to do is I love to write down the date here for myself. Today is 16th October. I'll just write 16th October. And for sure, I want to write my name. You would like to write your name. And then, whatever, if you feel like you want to write, for example, you say, okay, I want to be happy. What will make me happy? You want to write down something about yourself. So, okay, I said, okay, meeting with my friends. So you can even write down, you can use it as a base to write down your ideas. meeting with my friends. Okay. If you want to use a marker, you can use a marker. Time with myself. Self-care. What makes you happy? Just write down those things. Uh, for me, sometimes cooking for family. Finishing my scheduled work. So like this, you can just write down. Okay, this is I just wrote meeting with my friends. Then I thought मुझे लगा वो कम दिख रहा है तो मैं बड़े मार्कर से लिखा. And then I said, okay, might be dressing makes me happy, or spending time with children. If you have children, might be. If you don't have children, might be spending time with your mom, dad, anybody anybody with your friends, with your siblings. जो भी आपको अच्छा लगता है उसको सोच के इस पे आप ऐसे लिख देंगे. तो ये हमारा आज का छोटा सा आर्ट वर्क था. And might be, I think so, this artwork must have given you some idea कि हम इसको कैसे यूज कर सकते हैं, क्या कर सकते हैं इसके साथ. और ये आपका एक डायरी जिसमें भी आप ये मेरे लाइव शोज को हम ड्रॉ कर रहे हैं तो उसमें मेंटेन करके रखिए. और जब भी आप ओवर अ वीकेंड और व्हेनेवर यू गेट टाइम जस्ट फ्लिप देम ओवर. So it is a wonderful exercise which gleams you with so many positive things around. आपकी energy change कर देता है. You try, and when you're drawing and painting, the best thing is you get your focus right there. And when you get the right focus, it is a beautiful. What we do in meditation is this, how to bring the focus to ourselves. Yes, और बहुत लोगों को तकलीफ होती है कि वो अपना ध्यान नहीं लगा पाते हैं, बहुत चीज़ों से ध्यान हटता नहीं. तो मैं कहती हूँ आप आर्ट को यूज करके देखिए. ये एक माध्यम हो सकता है जिससे आपका ध्यान लगे, आप रियलाइज कर सकते हैं. और आप एक बारी जब ये बना लेते हैं ना, और आपने यहाँ लिख दी ये चीज ही अपने लिए, और आपने अपना आधा घंटा इसके संग स्पेंड कर दिया, तो इट गिव्स यू, इट fulfills you with certain kind of the contentment. एक अलग अलग किस्म की शांति आपको देता है. आपने उन चीजों को देख लिया कि मुझे क्या करना है, तो वो भी क्लैरिटी हो गई आपको. तो अब आप ये सोच सकते हो, अब आपको मैंने लिखा मुझे स्पेंडिंग टाइम विद चिल्ड्रन करना है, तो मैं सोच सकती हूँ कि अच्छा कल के दिन में मैं अपने लिए बच्चों के संग समय कैसे निकाल सकती हूँ, विच इज दैट हाफ एन आवर और 1 hour वेयर आई कैन स्पेंड विद माई चिल्ड्रन. मैं क्या एक्टिविटी कर सकती हूँ, या मुझे कुक करना है उनके लिए तो मैं क्या कुक कर सकती हूँ. ठीक है, कल मेरा बहुत स्केड्यूल्ड है तो मैं परसों कर सकती हूँ. तो वो आपको क्लैरिटी आती है तो आप उसको प्लान भी कर सकते हैं. आई ऑलवेज से द क्लैरिटी इज वेरी important. And doing these simple exercises from a very early age, and if you've not started from a very early age, जब से भी it's never too late, start करते हैं तो वो आपको बहुत हेल्प करती है. I think so this was useful for you. For any questions, please do leave it in the chat box. If you have any queries, any questions about the kind of things what we are doing, why are we doing, तो वो आप लिख के ज़रूर डालिए. I'll get back to you. थोड़ा सा अभी I'm not very technical savvy. I'm trying to be learning every day. So I have not started using the chat along with the live sessions. I'm not able to coordinate with two things right now. So I will just get back to you immediately after my live show. Thank you so much for joining me today in this beautiful exercise, which I really enjoyed, and I trust it was good for you too. Now, I have to tell you one more thing, that we would be starting with 2 more lives next week. I'm going to share the details with you. One would be on the parenting, which we'll be doing on Friday. We'll be discussing and inviting various parents where they can come and ask me directly the questions. They can even come on the live shows if they want, and then we can have a nice discussion with them, solving their queries. And if you want to send your questions, you can do that. And then one, we would be starting with the extensive 1 hour session on the mindful expressive art, where I'll be explaining and taking you step by step through the guide, how it works, and so that you can understand it and then use it for you. Our mission at Soul's Flesh is to give you the magic wand in your hands so that you can use this art for your holistic well. With this, I end this show. I look forward to see you coming Tuesday at 7:30. So we are live for this show thrice a week, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Thank you so much. See you next Tuesday. Bye bye.